I know the last time that we vlogged, I guess you could say made light of the situation, more because what's crazy is Caitlin had full contact with her. They hugged, they stood there, took a picture together. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? I am coming out this morning to get some fresh air and check on all my flowers. We had a pretty crazy thunderstorm that came through last night, but it looks like everything held up pretty well. I still haven't been able to actually plant all my stuff because of the weather. It's been pretty icky with all of this rain and everything. So hopefully today I'll be able to get out here and clean up all this mulch that needs to be cleaned up so I can put down fresh stuff. But we already have a strawberry. Look at that thing. Can you see it? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I don't feel like our strawberry plant is as big as it was last year, so hopefully it will sprout up some new stuff. Gosh, look at my hair. My goodness. I've got some coffee and I'm getting ready to make some breakfast. How are y'all doing? How's your self-quarantine going and your social distancing? I know oh man, this thing is soaking wet. I'll have to hang it. This thing is so wet. I forgot about it yesterday, but it is like sopping. I know the last time that we vlogged, I guess you could say made light of the situation, more because that's the kind of people we are. We don't like taking things too seriously because everything else already does that for us. But I did I don't know, I let y'all know that we weren't really like self-quarantining that much and that we were, you know, still living life, which is totally true. We are still living life as normal as possible, but I feel like over the last few days, I don't know, it's become pretty aware that like we need to just stay home. Not so much for us, for others, and to be quite honest, I'm doing it more for Tom because he found out that if he were to have to be quarantined for a couple weeks, they probably would drop him from the program. And that's just not gonna work for us. Lily wants to come out. Oh my gosh, I think that seat is a little damp. Come on now. I want to make sure that Tom doesn't get this and nobody else in our house does. As you saw in the last vlog, Caitlin said that Piper Raquel was like super sick. I don't know if they actually had her tested and diagnosed with coronavirus, but that's what they were kind of thinking she had. What's crazy is Caitlin had full contact with her. They hugged, they stood there, took a picture together. Could Caitlin get it? It's a possibility. Could she be carrying it? Huge possibility. And be asymptomatic? Yeah. But we're not making a huge deal about it. We're just, you know, staying home. The kids actually have not left the house since Sunday. They have played outside and whatnot. And I think Caitlin's actually going to go do something with a friend today. But I don't know. Like, part of me is like, should I let her go because they want to go to lunch and go get their nails done? And then the other part of me is like, I feel like I'm being irresponsible letting her go. I don't know. And honestly, most restaurants aren't even allowing you to eat inside. So I don't even know where they're gonna go have lunch because you can't eat in the restaurant. Tom and I went to Chipotle, however you say that freaking word, yesterday. They wouldn't even let us eat outside on their patio. We had to go sit in the car and eat. So I don't know. All I can tell you is I'm more worried about the way people are reacting to this than the actual virus itself. I'm not saying that, you know, there aren't concerns with the virus, that people that have compromised immune systems and that are older are not more susceptible, and that we should not be being careful because we should. But at the same time, we should not be freaking out the way that we are as a country, hoarding toilet paper taking all the supplies at stores. Like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know, it's crazy. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that there shouldn't be any precautions taken, because there should, but do I feel that it's like as serious as everyone's making it out to be? I honestly don't know. I really don't. And I feel like I just need to know at this point if my kid is going to finish out school or if I need to do full-on homeschool for the rest of the school year. I am in the process of getting Rami enrolled for an online program so he can graduate. And if that's the case, that they're not going to be opening up schools, I'm probably just going to do the same for Kate. I am on day 2 of homeschooling. I've printed out a bunch of worksheets for Kate, and I have an actual schedule, and I'm working with Parker on some things. I would say it's a very laid back homeschool program that I'm doing. It's not like an official one. I'm just trying to keep my kids on some sort of schedule and routine and try to stay as normal. How are y'all doing with all this? How are y'all reacting to it? Because I feel like on one hand I'm like, whatever, it is what it is, and then on the other hand I'm like, oh my gosh, we should just not leave the house ever again. So I don't know. Anyway, it is Wednesday, March, I think 18th. Yesterday was St. Patty's Day. I have a lot of things I need to get done around the house. I still have piles of clothes in my bedroom that need to be hung up and put away. Hello. In the middle of all of that, try to keep my kids somewhat organized as well, which is much harder to do than you'd think. Anyway, I have rambled on long enough, and it's actually really nice out. It's cool, but it feels really good out. I'm really hoping that like spring is fully here. We have a few days where it's gonna dip into the 60s, but mostly it's in the 70s, and I am ready to jump on that train, let me tell you. What about you, Lily? Lily, are you ready for spring? I think she's going deaf, y'all. Are you ready for spring? Anyway, happy Wednesday.